Before ITNAC, as they would say, everything was a bed of roses. Everything was calm, everything was happy. Everything was going smoothly until the year of 2015, which I have now realized has been 10 years ago. My mother fell sick of cancer in about the space of 4 months. She would have passed away due to it. And due to her passing, my sister and I would have fell into a really financial difficulty. And this is where we ended up in ITNAC. I did not know at the time that they were ITNAC, but we know that they were a home that was helping people who were less fortunate and whatever. So that is the one that is down, I think it's Anderson Street. Right, that one. So it was my sister, myself, her son, and my first daughter that ended up there. We stayed there for a couple months until things would have gotten a little better. We were able to rent our own apartment. And I have to say that they were very much like family. They didn't treat us like strangers. They opened their arms to us without any hesitation. There was nothing that we had to worry for or ask for. You know, we have to financially see about ourselves, but the shelter and the food, they did that for us. So yeah, we were comfortable from beginning to end. Left there, we got on our own. Yeah, life was life and still even after we left. But I somehow ended up in a situation where I had to think of my life, if I must say, think of my life if I wanted to see a future. And this is where I got onto them in Bethel from somebody else. And this is where I found out that they were ITNAC. The both places were connected. Every effort that they would take to make sure that they don't end back up in the situation that you actually got there for. Yeah. Besides the shelter, they had other avenues to help you. Even if it's counseling, if it's just, a prayer and worship moment, or, just getting to know Christ, getting closer to Christ. Yes, that is their number one thing. You getting to know who Christ is. Yes, there were times that, you would tell yourself that in the situation, you would tell yourself, it's not going to help or it's not going to work. But after every counseling session or every prayer session or whatever it may be that they would offer unto you, you would feel the difference after each moment. And that is what I am extremely thankful for them about. It made me feel alive again. I felt like I had purpose. I had a reason to live, because suicide has been one of my top reasons as to how I ended up there. And I must say, looking back now, from where I was to where I am today, I have to thank ITNAC. Have to. They are forever embedded in my heart. I owe them. So I'm thankful for them for that.